Hey guys, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, subscribe down below, cause why not? I know we haven't seen each other in a while, but I'm back again with this book, The House on Mango Street. We'll be reading chapters 23 to 24, so let's get started. Born bad. Most likely I will go to hell, and most likely I deserve to be there. My mother says I was born on an evil day and prays for me. Lucy and Rachel pray too, for ourselves and for each other, because of what we did to Aunt Lupe. Her name was Guadalupe, and she was pretty like my mother, dark, good to look at, in her Joanne Crawford dress and swimmer's legs, Aunt Lupe of the photographs. But I knew her sick from the disease that would not go. Her legs bunched under the yellow sheets, the bones go limp as worms, the yellow pillow and yellow smell, the bottles and spoons, her head thrown back like a thirsty lady, my aunt the swimmer. Hard to imagine her legs once strong, the bones hard and parting water, clean sharp strokes, not bent and wrinkled like a baby, not drowning under the sticky yellow light. Second floor rear apartment, the naked light bulb, the high ceilings, the light bulb was burning. The light bulb always burning. I don't know who decides who deserves to go bad. There was no evil in her birth, no wicked curse. One day, I believe she was swimming. The next, she was sick. It might have been the day that gray photographs was taken. It might have been the day she was holding cousin Tachi and baby Frank. It might have been the moment she pointed to the camera for the kids to look at, and they wouldn't. Maybe the sky didn't look the day she fell down. Maybe God was busy. It could be true. She didn't dive right one day in her spine. Or maybe the story that she fell very hard from a high steep stool, that like Tachi said, is true. But I think diseases have no eyes. They pick with a dizzy finger anyone, just anyone. Like my aunt, who happened to be walking down the street one day in her Joanne Crawford dress, in her funny felt hat with a black feather, cousin Tachi in one hand, baby Frank in the other. Sometimes you get used to the sick and sometimes the sickness. If it is there too long, gets to seem normal. This is how it was with her, and maybe this was why we chose her. It was a game, that's all. It was a game we played every afternoon ever since the day one of us invented it. I can't remember who. I think it was me. You had to pick somebody. You had to think of someone everybody knew. Someone you could imitate, and everyone else would have to guess who it was. It started out with famous people, Wonder Woman, the Beatles, Marilyn Monroe. But then somebody thought it'd be better if we changed the game a little, if we pretended we were Mr. Benny, or his wife Blanca, or Ruthie, or anybody we knew. I don't know why we picked her. Maybe we were bored that day. Maybe we got tired. We liked my aunt. She listened to our stories. She always asked us to come back. Lucy, me, Rachel. I hated to go there alone. The 6 blocks to the dark apartment, second floor rear building, where sunlight never came. And what did it matter? My aunt was blind by then. She never saw the dirty dishes in the sink. She couldn't see the ceilings dusty with flies, the ugly maroon walls, the bottles with sticky spoons. I can't forget the smell, like sticky capsules filled with jelly. My aunt, a little oyster, a little piece of meat on an open shell was for us to look at. Hello, hello, as if she had fallen into a well. I took my library books to her house. I read to her stories. I liked the books, The Water Babies. She liked it too. I never knew how sick she was until the day I tried to show her one of the pictures on the book, a beautiful color picture of the water baby swimming in the sea. I held the book to her face. I can't see it, she said. I'm blind. And then I was ashamed. She listened to every book, every poem I read her. One day I read one of my own. I came very close. I whispered into the pillow. I want to be like the waves on the sea, like the clouds in the wind, but I'm me. One day I'll jump out of my skin. I'll shake the sky like hundreds of violins. That's nice. That's very good, she said in her tired voice. You just You just remember to keep writing, Esperanza. You must keep writing. It will keep you free. And I said yes, but at that time, I didn't know what she meant. The day we played the game, we didn't know how she was going to die. We pretended in our heads thrown back, our arms limp and useless, dangling like the dead. We laughed the way she did. We talked the way she talked, the way blind people talk, without moving their head. We imitated the way you had to lift your head a little so she could drink water. She sucked it up slow out of the green tin cup. The water was warm and tasted like metal. Lucy laughed. Rachel too. We took turns being her. We screamed in the weak voice of a parrot of Chpt to come and wash those dishes. It was easy. We didn't know. She had been dying for such a long time. We forgot. Maybe she was ashamed. Maybe she was embarrassed it took so many years. The kids who wanted to be kids instead of washing dishes and ironing their papa's shirts, and the husbands who wanted a wife again. And then she died. My aunt who listened to my poems, and then we began to dream the dreams. Chapter 24. Elenthea, cards, palm, water. Elenthea, witchwoman, wipes the table with a rag because Ernie, who was feeding the baby, spilled Kool-Aid. She says, "Take that crazy baby out of here and drink your Kool-Aid in the living room. Can't you see I'm busy?" Ernie takes the baby into the living room where Bugs Bunny is on TV. Good lucky, you didn't come yesterday," she says. "The planets were all mixed up yesterday." Her TV is color and big, and all the pretty furniture made out of red fur, like the teddy bears they give away at carnivals. She has been covered with plastic. I think this is on account of the baby. Yes, it is a good thing, I say, but we stay in the kitchen because this is where she works. The top of the refrigerator, busy with holy candles, some lit, some not, red and green and blue, and plaster saints and dusty Palm Sunday crosses, and the picture of the voodoo tan taped to the wall. "Get the water," she says. I go to the sink and pick up only clean glass there, a beer mug that says "the beer that made Milwaukee famous," and filled it up with hot water from the tap. Then she put the glass of water in the center of the table, the way she taught me. "Look in it. Do you see anything?" But all I see are bubbles. "You see anybody's face?" "Nope, just bubbles," I say. "That's okay." And she makes the sign of the cross over the water 3 times and then begins to cut the cards. They're not like ordinary playing cards, these cards. They're strange, with blonde men and horses and crazy baseball hats with horns, golden goblets, and sad-looking women dressed in old-fashioned dresses and roses that cry. There is a good Bugs Bunny cartoon on TV. I know, I saw it before and recognized the music and wish I could go sit on the plastic couch with Ernie and play and the baby. But now my fortune begins. My whole life on that kitchen table into my palms. Close it. Close her eyes too. Do you feel it? Feel the cold? Yes. I lie, but only a little. Good, she says. Los Ebrutes are here. She begins. This card, the one with the dark man on a dark horse. This means jealousy, and this one, sorrow. Here is a pillar of bees and the mattress of luxury. You will go to a wedding soon. And did you lose an anchor of arms? Yes, an anchor of arms? It's clear that's what that means. What about a house, I say, because that's what I came for. Ah, yes. A home in the heart. I see a home in the heart. Is that it? That's what I see, she says. Then gets up because the kids are fighting. Elenthea gets up to hit and then hug them. She really does love them, only sometimes they are rude. She comes back and can tell I'm disappointed. She's a witch woman and knows many things. If you get a headache, rub a cold egg across your face. Need to forget an old romance? Take a chicken's foot, tie it with red string, spin it over your head 3 times, then burn it. Bad spirits keeping you awake? Sleep next to a holy candle for 7 days. Then on the 8th day, spit and lots of other stuff. And only now she can tell I'm sad. Baby, I'll look again if you want me to. And she looks again into the cards, palm, water, and says, a home in the heart. I was right. Only I don't get it. A new house made of a heart. I'll light a candle for you. All this for $5 I give her. Thank you and goodbye, and be careful of the evil eye. Come back again on Thursday when the stars are stronger, and may the Virgin bless you," and shuts the door. That was the end of chapter 24. Thank you guys so much for listening to me read. Be sure to give this video a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you for chapter 25. Bye!